All right. We are live. Hello, everybody. All right, kids, we are live. We have Scotty here with us. Say hi, everybody, Scotty.
Hi, everybody, Scotty.
You
Wouldn't have anyone else.
You have us out of backstage. We have to take out. There's the stream. Sorry, kids, I'm new.
She
There
can't.
we go.
Yay.
I figured it out. Yay! Now I can hear everybody. Look at that. Oh, there's Donna.
Now you can
And there we
hear.
Are we Facebook? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are we Facebook Live?
You still come out of your phone?
Yep.
But only for StreamYard. And the only settings it gives me are for
Hello, Pop Queen Muffy.
So is that a yes? We're on Facebook or no?
Oh, we totally want to do some TikToks too, for sure. Hold on, we'll be back.
So that's a no answer. Got it. Okay, can you hear me now?
We are live on Facebook.
Okay. Can you hear me at all with this headset on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hear us, right? We can't hear y'all. Yeah.
I can hear people a little bit in the background. I can't see from this distance, and when I take my glasses off, it's all going to be gone completely.
Okay.
This didn't work. So hopefully you can see me at the angle, but when I do my face, you're not going to see anything.
That looks like
Hello, everyone. How is the world today? How are you, Annie?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You ready to paint some face?
Yes. For the first time with lips.
With lips?
Yeah.
Lips are always fun. They're always a little tricky. Let me do my volume here.
super white.
I apologize for not coming out and hosting right off the bat, but I had a really hard time just getting here. And now I'm trying to get my volume right.
Are we priming children?
Okay, but I'm bald, so
We feel nice and mad.
there's a lot of space.
Fine. Is it not working still?
Oh,
No.
it's filling in all the
Is Donna trying to come in? Okay, Scott.
Donna's headset won't connect to her phone properly.
Uh-oh. So Scott, move closer. You've never done this before, right, Scott?
We're resolving sound on our end because we can't hear you, but you can hear us. So here we go. How much revenue does this work with?
Laura, you can hear me? Laura, you can. Oh, Laura's out. Well, I'm loving this new network. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Andy can. Okay. So my volume's okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I guess they can't hear us. Laura's back. So I was hoping to see Scott. I was hoping to see Scott a little closer and chit chat with him, but he seems so far away. Okay, I'm just gonna do it.
I think that's because they have one camera that they're doing. Yeah.
But between. So as a sister, we put on these faces. It removes our secular identity and gives us a new persona. A lot of people find that it allows them to be braver to go out and talk to strangers and people that they don't know. But a lot of people, when we go out, look at what we do with our faces and want to know, how do you do that? What is the process? What Laura is doing right now is she's putting on the base cloud white. So she uses a little push pad, something similar to this, but it's a little round cone. And she will spread it out and make it nice and even all the way throughout. Some sisters use their fingers. Some sisters use different types of pads. The idea basically is to get it smooth and white across your entire face and also around your eyes, depending on how you like to have your face. And once you put your face on a few times, you start learning. Scott's brand new to this, so he's trying it for the very first time. Some sisters...
We can't hear them. It's too soft.
Am I too soft? Some sisters cut around their beards so that it doesn't touch their hair. Some sisters will actually blacken in their entire beard for it. What Andy's doing right now is she is going down her eyebrows so that she'll get a smooth finish. When she puts the cloud white over top of that, you won't see her natural eyebrows. She'll be able to draw brand new ones in.
Maybe if I have a glue stick that works.
Exactly. And they take a little while to dry after you put them on as well. There's a lot of different techniques on how to flatten your eyebrows out to get them to look right. So does somebody have us on Facebook so they can see who's watching and who's saying what, or if anybody has any questions?
I do have it up, yeah.
Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anybody in yet?
There's a few.
Good, good.
I don't know if it gives me a total. Oh, 10 people watching.
There's 10 people watching us.
I invited like 500, so hopefully some people want to see. And I'm sure they'll jump back in and out, but these are really cool techniques. A lot of people don't know what we do, what we go through. Laura's very fast. Most sisters don't get their white that quick, but she's been doing it for a long time and lots and lots of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's different types of cloud white. There's a Ben Eye.
Not long enough, though.
There's a lot of different types of cloud white, but just talk to a few people, see what they like, what they use, and try it out. If you can borrow some of theirs and try it out, even better, because then you can try and see what works best for you. I'm a finger painter myself.
Well, and I, unlike I think most of you, I use water-based paint makeup.
For your cloud white?
Yep.
How white is white? Like, what darker?
It's super white. If you're super sweaty, like outside in Florida, it may not be great, but I'm okay.
Well, I'm a super sweaty sister, so I'm going to keep with the grease.
Yeah, I hate grease paint, but I've learned to love this water-based stuff.
Last manifest that we did, Sister Sonata used a water base and she liked it. I don't remember the name of the brand that she got.
There's a bunch. Cryolan has Aqua Colors. Maron's got Paradise Paints. There's Wolf Brothers. There's a lot of them. But you just add a tiny bit of water and a sponge and just dab it on. And
That's cool.
I work around the edges and I get up to the eyes. The eyes are the hardest part. And most of the times for people in Florida, this part around the nose is hard to get everything nice and covered because we also have a little extra moisture around our noses. My husband's in the kitchen baking sweets.
Oh, Tim is on in our chat room. He says, "Hey folks, wish I could join y'all, but I'm still driving to my mom's place in California. Well, drive safe, sir."
Which Tim?
Our aspirant Tim.
Oh, nice.
He's
Don't
driving to
wait.
California to go see his mom and take care of her.
Yeah. Hope all works out very well for that.
Mm-hmm. We told him to sign on and let his mom see us after he gets there so we can all say hi while we're in face.
So I have a niece in Trenton, Florida that sells cosmetics. And she was very interested in seeing this part of it because she uses and works with standard women's makeup. But it's nice to have somebody that's in the business and industry see what goes into it. Every sister
And how
does a
much
little
more we beat our face.
Every sister creates a look that they like that's a little different than the next one. And a lot of times, some sisters will have the exact same face because they like that. That's their signature. Other sisters, no matter what time you see them, they always have slightly different or completely different. Annie's
Like me.
actually a novice, and she hasn't quite learned her face yet, or she may have. But this will be one of her first times where she applies lips because she's allowed to speak with the house now.
I will be one of them that is a different face every time because I love makeup and doing crazy things.
Scott, are they explaining how it works? You look white from far away. Can they still hear us or not hear us? You just frozen.
I don't know. I think their connection might be lagging or something.
Wonky. So I know I have friends that are watching. Do you have any questions about what we do? Who we are? Most I try to educate everybody on what we do and who we are. But feel free to type in.
Mr. Naprowski says Adora is serving Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, I like this little cutout thing here. And a lot of times I'll wear a top hat. So it kind of blends in. And usually I have much shorter hair, but I have not cut it in a while. But yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. Mr. Robert. So if you can see.
Since I already have my. Go ahead.
Oh, you can see right here, I have my little tuft of hair in the center, my little soul patch. Some sisters will cut that out. Some will take it to black. Some will paint it in. Some will remove it. And a lot of people just shave it off because it takes up that space. I try to work around it, and halfway through, I decide whether I'm going to paint over it or keep it white.
And since I already have my base on, I'm just powdering my face to set the grease paint.
Explain what that is. Why are you putting powder?
What is powder?
Explain why you're putting powder over top of grease.
To set it so that it's not sticky. It's actually going to be a smooth surface. I can't really talk while I'm doing this.
It also keeps your white, it keeps your white from moving around when you're putting other colors on top too.
If you paint over grease with powder, all you're going to get is goo, and you're not going to getting a lot of nice lines. There was a new mission house several years back who, while they were becoming a fully professed house, reached out to several houses because they were confused how everybody was getting so much detail in their lines and their cuttings and all the other things, and they getting a nice powdery blend. And finally somebody was like, well, you're using the baby powder over top of the clown white to set it so that it's a matte finish and it's a smooth surface. They're like, no, we're just taking powder brushes and digging into the grease. And they were getting
oh my gosh, yeah.
So yeah, once somebody actually was like, oh yeah, powder it. And they're like, oh, yeah. So
see, that's the good thing about the water bases. I don't have to powder it
all over. Oh.
But the other hazard is I just rinsed my brush in my drink. It's sitting next to my water for my baby. So so much for my drink.
What, you're not going to drink it?
I mean,
No, I
I'm
would
sure
still
I've eaten
drink
a
it.
lot of this paint over the years.
Well, that's a good hooch. Don't be wasting that.
Oh no, it was just water. That's fine.
At least give it to the cat.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he's
can
sitting here with me somewhere.
towel. Can you bring me a paper towel? Or several? My husband's so understanding. So I got it all over my face, but it's all blotchy. I use my fingers for it. Thank you. Trying to block my screen. So I'll go through and I'll dab through it until I see that it's even. If you're young and pretty and fresh and still smell like the wrapper, you don't have to worry about all the crevices and creases. If you're an elder gay like me, you have to go through and make sure that every single nook and cranny gets a little bit extra in it. So those of you that want to try this and you go, oh my God, I don't know if that's something that I'd be able to do. You can see while we're doing it, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. Except for Scott, who's our victim, who has totally disappeared. So clearly he's just curled up in a corner somewhere, not handling it well.
Let's see. Brian was asking what
Oh.
makeup I use. I have mostly Wolf. It is not cheap, but it does last a long time, so that helps. But
She's a bougie sister.
yeah, well, and a makeup artist. So this was for people that were paying me to do it before.
That's why you keep the good stuff on hand.
That's right. I have the good stuff, but the Maron Paradise paints are a little cheaper. They work pretty much just as good. They don't have quite as much pigment, but they're great. I used to use those.
I started with Maron as well, and Ben Nye, and I'm kind of stuck with it because I learned how. I still haven't figured out cream colors yet because it sounds like you have to powder over top of them with the same color, just like you set the grease paint. It's redundant to paint yourself with a red color, then turn around and powder.
Yeah, that seems weird.
But Laura has amazing results with it. So I've got myself basically evened out. Do I look pretty even on the light? I haven't done a full face. As you can see, I have just a little bit off the edges. Everything's reversed in the camera. And I do a little curly Q thing here as well. So now I'm going to powder. Some sisters powder like crazy. And there's a giant plume of dust around you, and it gets on everything. I try to be a little more delicate with my little powder container. I use just the standard cosmetic powder puff. Everybody gets a choice of what they like to do. And I actually mix a little bit of luminous powder in my baby powder just so it gives a little extra glow on the edges. There we go. Laura's going to be done in 10 minutes.
No. I really have no idea what I'm doing, so.
Those are when your best faces come out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 92.3% of the time.
Yeah, not always.
There's always
disastrous things have happened.
There's always that one face.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that face. Unfortunately, it was a different face for everybody else. Unlike jewelry or an outfit, when people say, put everything on and then take one item off, this is the opposite. You don't get to take it off when you're done. You know, you just, oh, you add an extra line? Well, guess what? You have an extra line now. You glue a rhinestone in place, that's it. It's there. Live.
Those people that say take one thing off are fools. Put it all on.
Put it all on, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I am beating my mug. Every time I hit, I go in, I'm making sure that I'm getting a nice set of powder into it. You're not really just putting a little extra dab of powder over it. You're actually pushing it right into it so that it stays. Powdered. Ta-da! Brush. Just lightly go through, take off the excess. Straws. You always need a straw.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing over there? What do you need a straw for? But now I see what you need a straw for.
I don't have straws. I'm trying to drink it without touching my lips. So everybody has a different place that they like to start with on their face.
I'll roll.
Scott, you there? Did you ever come back? And I have a little tiny...
Nope, they never came back.
Where's the camera? There's the camera. My little tiny nubbin of a liner that I've polished all the way down to almost nothing. I start with my eyebrows. I want to figure out what shape I'm going to do. And I just give myself a light shape to it.
I should have started with my eyebrows.
If you watch the actual drag queens doing it, they have a lot of different techniques. But their big thing is they go into the eye sockets. They want to get their eyes bigger and to pop closer in. They may paint new eyebrows on, but they always try to make their eye sockets look bigger. And if you have lazy eyebrows or eyelids, which I guess is a common thing for a lot of people, where you don't see the whole cup of the lid itself, you see the skin that hangs down. You have to actually fake the contour.
Can you guys hear us?
I had the.
We can hear you.
We can hear you now. Welcome back.
Oh, thank God.
We want to hear from Scott. We want to know how he's feeling with all that on his face so far.
Hi. Well,
Hi.
hold on. I got a nose itch.
You got a what?
The interior corner of my eye also, I'm like, I want to itch it. But other than that, it really feels good.
Yeah. You learn really quick not to touch your face after everything's done, because you put a lot of work into it, you get it right, and then you go out and it's hot, and you're like, oh, no, don't touch your face. But we'll explain the sealer.
I got a drink. Yep. I brought my straw.
Your bra?
Yeah, she brought her bra.
I did bring my bra, but I also brought my straw.
Could you bring me one? So can you see on the camera that I've drawn in just really light, basic bitch brows? If you have really large eyes or you accentuate them, it looks good. Over the years, I've found out that the farther I take my eyes out, the smaller my eyes look. So what I end up doing is, everything's reversed to the camera. I end up going and tucking up underneath and pull it all into just a very small frame.
You're trying to do a woman, very large eyes, small mouth.
Cherry gets a big eye.
Yeah, they're talking about actual facial features.
What's that, Adora?
I would say you do a large eye. You have a nice canvas and you know how to pull them and stretch them out.
Guys, yeah.
I only had one big one, so I figured that was
We had a sister, Evelyn Tensions, and she does a very similar face every single time in different colors. And her eyebrows were so arched and everything looked amazing. And it took me like a year and a half to realize once she actually put her headpiece on, half of all that was covered. It was immaculate. But when you saw her out of her headpiece, you're like, all of it was perfect. And then I realized, okay, a lot of sisters, because of our headpieces, you lose some of the eyebrow.
Oh, yeah. But also, it's less to melt off.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I gotta move that cup.
That's what I was thinking. I won't have like a constant Karen bitch face. It'll just be.
I don't know how well you can see me close up in the camera, but I don't have much upper lip. So to try to get the Cupid's bow in here, you have to accentuate it. But because I don't have an upper lip, I make a huge bottom lip just to compensate. So it shows them out. So you can see my lip starts here, and I draw in down here.
That's why she's so lippy. Yeah.
Damn it!
Wouldn't mess up. Is it important to hear some domestic violence? Mouth shut. That's what I heard.
I feel like I'm not in that part in Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello! Like just looking at the picture and across the way.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I'm, with the technical difficulties on the sound, but we got there. Is everyone having fun?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do we have any questions from our audience?
Laura's like,
We have
hang
some
on.
comments that are coming in, like Javier Navis, Heavenly Flame Rocket Out, he says.
Ah,
And then, oh, it's Kevin. Hey, girls, hey.
hey, go ahead.
Sister Navi Ho from Phoenix, Arizona says hi.
Hi, Navi. Well, we may have a special guest in a little bit, but we'll see. Miss Kaylee, want to come over here and say hi to everybody? This is Scott's daughter. This is Kaylee. Kaylee, come on here and say hi. Say hi, everybody.
You gotta pull
They're
it.
going a little bit. Stand in front of the phone. Say hi.
Hello.
She's sitting in
Hi.
our faces because she thinks it's really cool. And she loves makeup. So we'll sit back over there and then we'll put some on there, okay? Go back over there, baby girl. Thank you.
Scott, let me know when you get to your lips.
We'll give her a little bit of purple. We like purple.
Oh, is it free paint?
It's for you. You can draw your brows, you can do your eyes.
Can you see how far down I need the lip line?
Adore.
We're not paying attention.
Hi, Sister Robin.
Oh, Robin's here.
Thank you for joining us.
All right. Somebody
Robin's
give
on.
me, say a feature that I start. I'm gonna start eyebrows because he's gonna. Okay. Now, what do I use on eyebrows?
You can use a brush like he's using. You can use a eyebrow pencil, or you can use a liquid liner, or like he's doing. So we're gonna do this in here. This black body paint.
Okay.
Right here on.
It's super.
I need a coat.
Scott, can you see the brush I'm holding up? Where the camera is.
Yes.
Well, we're all holding blind.
It's a skinny flat one. You can take that, put the black powder on it, and then you can draw. You see how I'm doing this? You can just really lightly draw a line until you have the line where you want it. Or you can just balls it out and take a liner, an actual pencil liner, and just draw one. Best on the first time to do your hand that you're not comfortable with, the opposite side, and then try to match it with a good side. Because if you do an even good side, the side you're awkward about is never going to match. So
Now,
go to the
you said just start with a line. Do I start with like the center line or like an outline?
You just try to decide by looking at your face, where do you think your eyebrow would be? Do you want to have a real sharp nose that comes with a full eyebrow? Or do you just want it kind of over the top? But once you draw the line, you're there. You just,
Okay. All right.
and it's
You
your
said
first time.
off
have fun.
hand on opposite eyebrow and then match with the good.
Right. Whichever one feels like it's not your prominent side, that's what you want to start with first. For me, I'm
Sister
right-handed.
Navi-Ho is asking what we're manifesting for.
For fun, we have Scott here, who's not a sister, but an official sister for a day. He's been a longtime supporter and follower of us, and him and his entire family. So he volunteered to be sister for a day.
I did.
So Navi, a lot of people when you go out ask you what is in it, what's involved, how hard is it, what are the steps. So we found somebody that was willing, who's never done this before, to try it and see how he liked it, and he could give us his impression afterwards. Was it horrible or was it great?
Yep. You have fun.
Don't forget it's white house. It's like an eraser.
So I draw my lip line in, and then I start adding a little bit of color. I usually do a red or a black. So you can see I've started around the lines where I over-exaggerated the lip, and I just start filling it with the red.
Right.
Yep. That is okay.
Right. Remember that they are sisters, not twins.
Well, and my thought process is as Bob Ross. Oh, no mistake. Only happy accidents.
That's right. She's already got that wonderful instrument.
I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Like to
I was
hear.
just wondering if I missed something.
So Scott has a daughter. Does that mean that he's a heterosexual male?
I am a what you would call, I guess, bisexual.
Excellent.
I have a daughter and 2 sons. I brought my daughter along, and I actually agreed to this because he's getting very interested in makeup, and I know absolutely nothing about makeup. And I know that my 2 friends who are full sisters know a lot about it, so it was a great leap, a great branch.
Please don't teach your daughter our techniques. My goodness, that poor girl. Start with clown white. It's the best for you. But it's the prom.
She'll be just fine. Bring your wife right up to the line. What's the color too?
I have jacked up the brow, so I just did white,
And you just.
and I just put it heavy.
Mhm.
She gone.
Okay, good, because I got one. So I did mine like right over the eyebrows, right? That's
Yeah,
fine.
you can do whatever you want.
You can do no brows. You can do
Big brows, you can do brows. You can do.
I wanted to exaggerate what happens when I arch my eyebrows because they always arch. So I was thinking if I arch them and then I trace the line.
It's a good theory.
That's the only theory I was going off of. Is like, look, I have a facial feature. Let's just use that. Yay! I do want that. What was that white we're talking about? Oh, the normal.
but you can grab a little brush. You can use either one of these. If it's a heavy or dark, use something like this.
That one would probably be the color I have.
Hey, white one. Oh, hi. Are you? You're with it.
That's for my color.
White color. And then I use the oil, right? Or
It's the same thing as this one.
I want that one dot I put above my eyebrow.
So yeah, take some of this, kind of gather up a bit of this. and then just literally erase it.
So I went through with my red. You can see a little upper lip, but I leave this whole center area pale, so it looks like it extends forward, and I draw the line underneath, and then I'll just start darkening it in. And I'll start darkening it in deeper and deeper until it looks where I want it to be.
And then we already have anything set to it.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that.
Oh, well, good.
I mean, I wasn't worried that you guys were gonna like have this happen and then I have to go home and figure out how to get it off.
Oh, no, that's having fun, girl.
No, I'll send you more.
I mean, that would have been my first use. I got a sugar and shake scrub. I'll like exfoliate the shit out of my face after this.
Yes, and oil paint.
This is oil.
Yeah,
This is a whole other ball.
oil based.
Wonderful. I thought we were working with tempura watercolor.
No, it's good for you.
You gotta watch.
Sisters use baby oil to break the seal, and then finish with Dawn detergent, which is really harsh on the eyes. Some just go straight for the Dawn detergent and just lather it up and take it off. There's some that use cold cream. I found that coconut oil breaks it off completely. And if I rub it around completely till it's just all gooey, I can use like 6 paper towels and my whole face is done. And then you can wash and moisturize and all that. But it's not too hard to get off if you learn how. But for you, this first time,
You're gonna have what? I don't know.
Oh, the UCF and Zoom meetings will love it. Good thing I did all presentations I needed to do that. I think I'm going.
You can get all of it off. If you, what your skin tone looks like afterwards.
so Annie,
Yes.
you're a professional.
There you go.
Leaving the front lighter and drawing the dark line underneath, does it make it look fuller and more luscious?
Yes.
Good.
I like it.
I was going for luscious.
As you should.
You're doing eyebrow. Eyebrow.
I touched it all over my
Oh, I see.
Oh, the peeling patch.
I mean, I placed hands, but you're good. It's still doing good. Now, how long does it take for the black to dry? Because it seems
It takes some.
not black. All right, now we're like, let's do it. Now, I think I have proportionalist
So essentially proportionality.
and just outline and then fill in.
Yeah.
You can do whatever.
You can go bigger, you can go
You
smaller.
can do.
Show us a close-up of those plentiful lips.
I mean, we're doing this. We're doing the red lips.
You can do that, or you want more of a cherry red.
They're like ooh, cherry red.
Did you only bring glosses?
I have one.
This is like a crimson purple red.
Santa baby? That's red. It's like red.
This is like purple.
So I'm using a powder red.
I just settled everyone.
What?
If you've ever wondered how we do our full glitter lips, what you would do is you would take a full color of whatever your glitter is going to be, and you're going to do that whole color around your lips. And then you would use an adhesive, Ben Nye is one of the ones I use, and you put that over top of the red. But if you leave a flesh base, and then you use a light color glitter, you're not going to see the glitter at all. So if I was doing a red lip, I do the full red lip in red, then I add the adhesive, and then I use a Q-tip and water or just a powder brush, and I just put as much glitter as I possibly can into the glue, and then you don't touch or drink or touch your lips at all for the rest of the night.
Wow. Of course. All right. Where be the red paintbrush?
Are you looking for a symbol? What are you looking for?
I want to outline first. Can I have something?
You want like a red like this? Or do you want like a pink or
Like a red like this.
That's a pretty saucy red. Are you sure? Do
Yes.
She's very
you feel
soft.
that, do you feel that daring?
Empowered.
Yeah.
We'll stop it.
Everybody having fun?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right on.
We lost Laura somewhere. Think she
I know,
went-
where's Laura? Laura, Donna, where are you?
So now I've darkened the corners in, which makes them sink back farther. So it looks like I've been sucking on a bottle for a couple hours. You get that whole sunken, swollen lip look. And nobody says a thing. They're like, yeah, we understand.
Yep.
We know what look you're going for. We know who you are.
Right.
So eyebrows. Back to eyebrows. Always the eyes. Lloyd, do you want to come on Facebook for a second before you go naked in the pool?
Is this lip gloss?
That is a liquid lipstick, so it's a full.
Okay.
So that's sticky on it, and that's gonna dry.
And then
you like
you do the whole.
you can shoot it on stove, and then leave it, and about 60 seconds it'll be that dry.
The eyes are always the hardest part because, in theory, that's what's expressing what you're trying to say. But depending on the shape of your eye and the experience, some will like really loud and dramatic. I tend to have smaller. The hardest part, I can figure out the angle. The line here and the blending right into the corner of the eye.
What color are we going?
Green.
Green?
Let's do it. The alien one's got a lot of green.
Yeah, that one's got a lot. Yeah, that's probably the.
But there's all kinds of stuff.
All right. Talk to me about how these go on. What if you pick 3 colors? Say.
So you want to use your bigger, fluffier brushes like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to start in your corners. You're going to pack it in just a little bit, and then go out across it. Your natural.
So start dark and then
Go right in the crease, and then blend up
crease.
your eye crease, where your eye see.
Oh, so hold it down, go to the crease, and go up
Those ones, you'll start with the crease, kind of warm it up,
like
and then
this.
blend it up. Yep. Perfect.
Is he doing the card? Are you showing him the card trick?
What?
There's a trick.
No, we're not doing cheek check.
We're not doing card trick. Oh no, the eyes they do it with the two. Beyonce does the card over her eyes as well to get that line. That's actually a fabulous trick to show people. I'm gonna find a piece of paper and show you.
3.
Okay. Did I not pack this enough?
Yeah, back it in there.
Okay. Like,
Okay, don't be afraid to color it.
well, I'm not afraid of color. I just want to make sure I'm not like. I guess I'm not using all of your stuff.
This is a fabulous technique for people that aren't sure exactly how to get a really snatched side eye. Is that a thing? Are they saying snatched anymore? Stop. You're all talking too much.
Huh?
Yeah, I put black on my brush.
There you go. And you want to take, now you got your lighter. Instead of going out like that,
Orange.
little circle.
Feel that orange.
Your thing.
Is that a happy color? No, that's a horrible color.
So you look, when you do it, just pretend this is it. You're gonna
Just
just
go
go
ahead.
I can.
See the color of my eye?
Yep.
In there? I want it to be tighter, lower. You match it up, you push it in, and then you run across it.
So you have it. More. Yeah. Why is everybody so quiet?
Concentrating.
How we doing, Miss Annie?
Good.
And so this is basic color theory. You always start with the lighter colors and then you go darker.
Well, you start off in the corners, but outer corner again. But it's fine to use the light in the outer corner.
Pull the card away.
So you work through the
Straight line. Looks good. Cute trick, huh? Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
what?
Yes. Everybody's so far away now. Annie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
This is a concentrating.
So this crazy bitch took off her earphones.
You're funny.
I'm sitting there like, they got really quiet.
I mean, I'm quiet merely because it's like there's so much concentration.
So this is more to putting on a face than you thought?
No, this is pretty much exactly what I thought of putting on a face. I mean, I've seen enough theater and you guys do it. So I knew there was a lot to go into it.
But it's not scary, is it?
No, it's not scary at all. I mean, I would say it's a little intimidating just trying to get, if you were to think about it like a perspective of what level am I trying to reach.
Oh yeah, no, you're not trying to reach a level.
Exactly, because in that thought process, this is a practice makes perfect, and
Practice never makes perfect. You always hate it.
you always hate it.
At some point, you're never super happy with your face.
Except Evelyn.
Yeah, because Evelyn uses the stencil. She does the exact same thing every time.
But she does it flawlessly. It's amazing.
Right, and then she likes it. So if you like it enough to do it every time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, she gets snatched because she snatched.
Oh yeah, if I found a face and I painted it and I went, oh my God, this is it. This does everything I wanted to do. I'd take a picture of it and I'd try to do that every time because it was the face. But I haven't had that yet.
Yeah, me either.
You're getting bored, Kayla.
Nope.
You can do makeup. But you get you a palette and some brushes.
Yeah, kind of.
Kelly, can you grab me a paper towel, please?
It is doing a really nice
So now you said for our darker colors, we start in the middle, in the interior of the eye, you said? You go out?
No, on the outside.
That's what you were saying. Do I need to get a new brush for this? If I'm going to a darker?
If you want to work it out, you're trying to go back to lighter, yes.
Yes.
If you plan on going back to a lighter at another point, you want to keep that brush pristine. But if you're blending a dark red, an orange, and a yellow, you start with your yellow. You can use the same brush, go to your orange, go a little less far out, and then do with your red. And you can even take it all the way down to black to get that really nice edge on the very bottom. But then you toss that brush away to wash for next time.
We can do paint a little face on you a little bit.
No, right now.
But yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can do real makeup on you, for sure.
Is that your daughter getting freaked out because you're going to teach her this makeup?
It's an adult juice. It's not an adult drink. It just has a lot of
Oh,
caffeine. It's what's in coffee. Coffee makes you really awake. That's like 12 cups of coffee in that can.
You have 12 cups of coffee in one can, and I don't have any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Or pencils.
Someone's getting a phone call. Not me.
No,
So Annie,
yes.
you see how I've done this line across the eye right here?
Yes. Cut crease. Yes.
I'm cut crease. Is it going to be good if I go right up underneath it and just do a real thin black line? Would that look as though it were my eyelid?
Yeah, it'll give you more of that depth to it.
Because if I paint into my eyelid, because I don't have it, it's just my eyebrow goes
Yeah,
down.
I don't have a lot either.
Yeah, that kind of gives that little effect.
Yes. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Nice thin hair thin line to go under it.
Yeah.
She's doing. It looks like
Sugar skull.
That's just my fancy headband.
It's adding to the sugar skull effect.
Yeah, it does.
No, nobody's waiting to get added back on. I don't see anybody in there. So
Yeah, are we missing Facebook?
I don't know where they went.
They disappeared, darling.
Can anybody else?
No, I can't hear it.
Can anybody see Facebook to see who's commenting?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, somebody asked me. I'm using mostly water-based makeup for everything I'm sponging on. I did go in with a few like powder eyeshadows to punch up some of the shading and stuff and extra colors. Makeup wipes work great. I use baby wipes really for the water-based stuff to clean it off. I think that's all we got. Eddie says they do something similar to this, but they do with gay youth at camp.
I don't know where else to go with it.
The Sister of Perpetual Campiness. I love that.
There's a green eyeliner. Russell Bunce somehow. And put some stones and drag it up.
I know that's the issue. I don't know how to do it. Bryson, what is he chewing on? Get it. Bring it here.
I think he's chewing on a brush.
Bryson.
Pull it out of his mouth, Bryson. He's not going to bite you.
I love that all we hear is people having family in the background.
Sorry.
My husband's walking by. I think her daughter came in a moment ago. Like, go away. I'm doing my face.
I know it's so interesting. Even on my Zoom calls, I've had a couple people be like, "Oh no, like please let the family come in through the background because it makes it feel more together than just this Zoom call where we're one little blip by ourselves." There's a look for over here.
It is a different world right now. It will get back to normal, but right now it's not.
Anita, are you coming back, girl?
She had white in her eye.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now, is anybody watching All Stars of RuPaul?
Yeah. What about you?
We've been watching it. Lloyd loves it.
How is he doing? How is he?
What?
How is your husband?
Oh, how is my husband? You break up when you're talking. I don't know if it's because you're far away from the mic or the echo. He's going stir crazy. He doesn't like being retired. He works 2.5 hours a day in the yard. He mops, sweeps, cooks, cleans, does the laundry, everything. And I do not work as hard as he does at my job. And he feels bad because he's at home. And then the pandemic, of course. He's stuck there. So now he's just like, okay, I don't have anything else to do anyway, so I might as well just like exhaust myself every day. He's out, he swims 80 laps a day in our pool.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was one way. 80 laps means you go over and back.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot. Good for him. I was off for like 4 months and all I did was sleep.
You caught up on some good rest.
Well, you know, third shift life is weird, so I don't usually get that much sleep during the week.
Third shift is after the park closes before it opens?
Yeah, so I work 10 p.m. to 8:30 in the morning.
I'm not going to do the cardboard trick on my cheeks. I just, my dog wants it. Crazy dog. Who has pets?
Me, my cat keeps running in and out. Trying to keep him from jumping on the desk and knocking over all my stuff.
So I don't have high cheekbones. So I tend not to shade into the edges here because it's a very straight line. I tend to do artwork in that area to distract. If you have a nice plump top lid or a high cheekbone that's full, you can accentuate it and color it and all that. You cut yours in all the way around the bottom of it. It's beautiful. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have no cheekbones. I have a nice round face, so I have no cheekbones.
Every drag queen I've ever met, that they call it soft features, and they say they're blessed with it because they can paint any direction they want.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a nice canvas.
If you have severe features, you can't really paint around really high, sharp cheekbones or really crisp nose, but you can paint a crisp nose in.
That's right.
I cannot paint a crisp nose. I have a ball at the end. I know. It's all I can
That's
do.
fine. You just paint a straight line right down it.
Yeah. I should try that. I should actually try that. What have I got?
Trust me, no matter how bad you think you can paint, or how bad you think you'll paint, it's been worse.
Maybe.
No. And it's not about the face, it's about the mission. Ain't that right, girls?
What did he say?
Really nice glitter.
It wasn't about the face?
Yeah, it's not about the face, it's about the mission, right?
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true.
Unless you're like some of us. When you get a little anal when you start painting, where you're like, all right, that's perfect.
Bro, I'm saying fucking throw them.
That's not working.
Look out, poison.
Oh, I ain't going for her.
I'm sorry. Did we DC you?
No, it's just that's a hell of a thing to live up to is her. Hell no. I ain't going for her.
Who's that?
That's like trying to take the queen's crown. You just don't do it.
Poison ivy.
All right, I gotta go back to that light green because I got me some pretty little flowers over there.
When I was a novice and I painted a face, one of the first few times I ever manifested,
Sorry.
I looked a mess, and they had us jump in the Parliament House pool
Oh no.
as part of it. But the sealer worked great, but I just felt like I looked at a wreck. And
Uh-oh.
when I told Raven Nevermore that I thought I looked like crap, she said, yes, but you're going to do amazing work looking like that. And for some reason, when Cherry was saying that it's not the face, it's what you do, I thought that was very important. That kind of stuck with me from being a novice.
Mhm.
We lost Annie. She froze.
How you feeling, Miss Scotty?
I'm doing good. I need to backtrack to a lighter color. This is my brush.
Okay.
How do I do this? Fresh brush.
Fresh brush.
Oh yeah, here I got brushes. That's okay. Good. That's good. You've got to get used to people, yeah. For anybody who's wondering who I'm talking to, that's Scotty's child. And there was a puppy at our front door this morning that we don't know where it came from. And it's super cute, but it's a little skittish. So now it's living in the house because it has no tags, no nothing. And I'm gonna go see if I'm gonna take it in tomorrow and see if it's chipped. And if not, then I guess we have a new dog.
I heard a yay.
Sure, we'll go with yay. He's,
I mean,
he's
I
very
cut my
cute.
nose in.
He's very cute.
He's my friend. I think you just met him. Go home, go.
He's very cute, very, very cute, but that is the opposite of what we were really thinking about doing.
This is a fun part where we were talking about where you get creative when you do your face. I've never done this contouring around here. I think I'm going to make it even harder.
Sorry, dog. You are not alone here. Yes, you can. You don't have to take it to the pound. There are plenty of no-kill animal shelters. Once that you have to take it to the pound. You don't have to take it to the house either. Don't take it to the house.
Well, we're gonna check and see if anybody's reported.
Yeah. Yes, tell me if anybody's watching. If anybody has questions. I hope Laura and Donna are okay. They just flipped off.
Making it work. Looking cute.
I don't know if that's successful or not. I gave myself a nose bridge.
Hey, if anyone hears anything in the background, it's Scotty's younger child. Hey!
And dog.
And dog.
Turn the mic down when you do that.
What's the matter, buddy?
Dora.
Just be careful, kid.
Yeah, we don't know him. We don't know him.
As long as his tail's wagging, all's well.
What kind of dog is he?
He looks like he's like some sort of Chihuahua, Dachshund-ish mix.
But he has the coloring of a corgi.
He's tricolor.
So it's a short hair orange dog.
Long-haired dog.
It looks like a wire-haired dachshund and a chihuahua.
Oh.
What he said.
Well,
So it's a chihuahua.
yeah, like a chiweenie.
A chiweenie.
A chiweenie.
Girl, you're so chiweenie.
You're such a chiweenie. I don't think that's
There's a lot of liquid black that you can buy, but Ben I puts out just this plain black liquid that you can use in bulk. It's like liquid eyeliner, but not quite.
You talking about the Miron Black?
The Miron black liquid, yeah. I use that to do all the black lines.
This guy, I don't know if he uses them anymore, but this guy. He's fabulous.
girl. Don't talk about this. It's not that.
I hate everything.
Well, ladies, it's just down to us.
That's okay. I'm enjoying it.
Scott needs to get closer. I want to see what he looks like. I can't see from this distance.
Oh, it is nowhere near so ready.
We have a sister strike a pose. I'm sure a lot of people that are familiar with the Orlando sisters know her. Fabulous sister. A wreck when it comes to her face. She gets so nervous that a line might be out of place that I have seen her finish her face, take her face off, start over, and finish another one, and still go, no, it doesn't look right. She'll still go out, but she'll be like, I didn't quite do it.
I mean,
We're our own worst critics.
that's right. It's so true. You know what happening? Kind of a little shot. Ah.
See how much more dramatic it is when you add the true black to it? The powder's nice, but a lot of times you have to go over with the true black just to get that little extra pop to it.
I'm
Doing it well.
man.
And doing it well.
Need brown.
Brown.
Brown. I know. Brown. Sepia. Something.
Here, there's. Do you want that kind of brown, that kind of brown? Do you
Ooh,
want a darker
actually, I
brown?
think here's my brown right here. That's a brown here.
It's literally open any of these. There's so many colors.
So even though this is a little lighter than this brown, I can still use on brown, right? Or you not cool with that kind of makes it.
No, you're fine, but you won't be able to do that.
That's right.
Yeah, colors are basically.
Yeah, you're fine. But look here, if you want to use. This is a bigger round. If you want to use one.
See how dramatic it is when you do the true black right around the eye?
We was going to do it there. Back and browser for. Back and browser, yeah. However, she got me bad every time. You know she never watching this, but if she is, Miss Manny, we love you. Not many of them.
Oh, I know, but that was supposed to be. Oh, that's right. This Disney's not gonna help me out of this.
Shit. I have a friend who's in how do I do a cheek?
How are we doing there, Annie?
She's gone. She's off of there.
Where did everybody go?
I don't know. They lost power. They lost something. She went, oh, and she got the shocked look, and then all of a sudden her camera went out.
Maybe
So
she was working on was dying.
Purple, or blue.
I don't have a purple pencil, but do you really want purple?
No, blue will outline it just the same. You really like
You do it.
Brush like this. And if you want to draw with it,
yeah.
literally.
and I'm going to put black around the beard to make the whole line that much sharper.
I don't do shit with my stuff, so I
Sure. I mean, yeah.
yeah, I lick it off. All the true queens lick it.
Before you stick it.
See how it makes a difference? You don't have to go jet black, but it makes a big difference just having that little extra darkness around it.
So where's Laura? Where's Donna? Everybody cool?
Laura was going to be our Facebook interpreter. Hopefully people are still entertained. Oh, now I lost them. It's just me. Hello. So for a dramatic look through here, oh, there they are. They're back. You can darken everything in around the facial hair. And there are some sisters that have just a little bit of hair, but they'll darken it even more so they get a really dramatic beard look.
Welcome back, girl.
Hey.
Okay. Technical difficulties?
Yeah, my phone died.
When you first start doing face, you decide how much of a drag look you want compared to how much of a clown look, how heavy you want it to be. A lot of sisters wear very heavy eyelashes on both sides, triple layers on them. Others do very light lashes. But you kind of have to embrace your pretty side and go, okay, I'm going to have pretty lips. I'm going to have colorful lips. I'm going to have big, exaggerated eyes. And you just have to understand that that's just part of the fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think my eyes are pretty like this.
So that's why this is weird for me, because as much makeup as I've done over the years, I don't really do beauty makeup. This is a whole different thing for me.
I've watched makeup competitions where the people do the horror makeup, sci-fi special effects makeup.
I
Yeah.
love those ones.
Oh my
See,
God.
that's more what I do, zombie stuff and horrible
Yeah.
monsters.
Glam and gore, girl.
I'm loving the Dia de Muertos style.
Thank you.
They had to do beauty makeup on a horror creature. And this one person, it was supposed to be like an animal / creature type thing. And my cat has the largest cricket in my dining room. And both the cat and dog are like, oh, look, a toy. Well, she took adhesive after she did a beige cream color over the whole face.
Yeah.
And she took lanolin that had been shredded. And after she put a light adhesive over the whole skin, she just pulled the lanolin across the adhesive, and it made the lightest doughy fur over her entire face.
Oh, that's cool.
She took a soft brush and she blended and contoured around the cheekbones, and she turned her into a doll. She put little stitch work in it, and it It looked like a cloth doll on her face. It was amazing.
That's awesome. That's really neat. I love when people do artistic shit like that.
All right, then go sit.
So can you see how dark the beard got?
Yeah.
I just went around it with the dark black in the powder, just to enhance it a little bit.
Very cute.
Are you feeling pretty, Scott?
She got flowers now too. Look at that.
I'm glad you're having fun with it.
I am definitely at the least out of all of this, I'm having fun with it.
That's all that matters.
I like that, at the least.
I keep wanting to cap this brush. I'm holding this stupid cap to the green.
Why am I capping the brush?
Why do I want to cap a brush?
Hey, no, don't let him do that.
Kaylee, what do we tell you?
That's not him being cute, honey.
Yeah, you go see Daddy.
You can let him follow you. If he'll follow you, that's fine. If not, it's fine.
You had a little white brush.
With the white brush?
Yes, a little white that you white out. It was like a white out.
Yeah, that's a brush inside.
Let's do just a little more severe cheek. I'm looking at what Annie's done. It looks really nice. I'm gonna try to do that on one side.
So can I tap this brown from this palette into the beard? Will it actually brown it or no? It'll do the skin.
It'll bring it down.
But it'll do the skin underneath?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll look more. I would here, if you're gonna do that,
Use a bigger brush.
use this one. That'd be nice and
Earthy.
mm-hmm. Get your Eartha Kid.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's taken away that. I didn't actually know I have this much red in my beard until now.
Until you painted it in?
Until I painted the rest of my face white to do my beard color. Did not know. No clue.
So you're saying you're kind of a ginger.
I mean, I guess there's just a lot of reds in the beard. I thought it was a very brown beard at first, but.
Well, your stature just went up. They're rare. You're now officially a commodity.
Yes.
I've always considered myself a commodity.
I was gonna say, her head's big enough already, girl. That's why all the hair fell out.
Mm-hmm.
But now she can get paid in adult entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're looking for. A natural ginger in the wild. Don't
And
spook.
I'm definitely not a natural ginger.
Don't spook her. No sudden moves. I don't have the bone structure for a round cheek.
Huh?
You see what you did to me, Annie? You see this?
Sorry.
So we're just going to cover it all with more color. More color.
More color.
More color.
Okay, what do we think besides lashes?
I think it's stunning.
Amazing.
Love it.
You like it? Cool.
Very much. And with such a cupid's bow at the top of your lip.
Yes.
Very
It's
Lucille
actually
Ball.
almost what I have. Just a little higher.
Have you seen how Lucille Ball did her lips? She didn't do the
Yes.
sharp cupid's bow. She was very exaggerated outward. It was gorgeous.
Over top of them. See the highlight I gave my water drop under my left eye. My right eye.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very cute.
I think I want to do this in sepias. Right? In sepia. Well, how do you do cheese? What do you do? Do you start?
Get a bigger brush, we don't do the stuff yet. You put a little bit of powder on it, like, and then start and just fill it.
Take it to the.
Yep. Think of the top of the point of your ear as a reference, and the bottom of your nose here.
Wait, here to there.
From the top of your lip right here, your little top of your mouth, to the top of your ear.
Okay.
That'll give you your
Like
perfect
this.
cheek line.
So it'll be like this for me.
Yep.
Ooh, that's very drastic.
Okay. Yeah, but you go underneath.
Go underneath.
Yeah, so you just slightly.
Did Scott move to his lips without telling me?
Huh?
Did Scott move to his lips without telling me?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you need to know. Your lips aren't equal on either side. So when you're looking at yourself and you're very serious and you're drawing your lines in, you're going to realize that when you smile, it's a different shape.
Yeah.
So while you're drawing your line and you want to half smile, half not smile, because when you're out and about in makeup, you're going to be smiling a lot. And if I did my natural line when I'm not smiling, it's completely different. It's kind of half and half. If you're piercing your lips or looking, it's not the same. You have to kind of open up a little bit. You see when they put their lipstick on, they go, it's because they're making sure they're equal on both sides.
That way, when they're closed, then you can do the. There you go. Well, don't undo that.
Kelly Taylor, you're not understanding that we're saying stop letting him do that. Go to daddy.
Go.
Is the impression what I want? Yeah, the browns.
Just remember, start off lighter, you can always build it up. And then you can also put white over it to soften you.
Scott, I met you at Sawmill, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I thought so. Like, who's this guy they're bringing? She was like, calm down, girl. He's got somebody. Like, I got somebody too, but don't mean I'm not out looking in windows. Ask my neighbors.
You are incorrigible.
Got somebody's times two.
Times two. I heard the times two emphasis on.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has a husband and a wife.
Exactly. I think a lot of people forget that you can love more than one person. I heard somebody explain polyamory in the way of, do you have 2 children? Do you have 3 children? And they're like, yeah, I have children. Right. And they go, well, do you only love one of your children? And they're like, no, I love both of my children. So then why couldn't you love a spouse the same way?
Right.
Like, you only have enough love for just so much.
This is for the weight.
So does it look like I have as much paint as I can possibly get on my face?
Something like that.
Well, we're going till Scott's done.
Oh, are we? Good.
No rush, baby. No rush.
Hey,
I'm like, I don't know where I'm done. I'm just throwing it
Brian,
on.
you hear that? I'm your husband, baby.
Baby.
So when you're a sister and you manifest together,
He loves to call me baby.
this is what happens. You manifest with several people, and the time's ticking away, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, we have to leave in 10 minutes because we still have to drive there. Call is at 7:30 and it's 7:15. And the person goes, but I haven't even done lashes. Annie's my only audience.
No, we hear you.
You just ignored me.
Well,
Okay.
we can't hear you super well, though.
And what? Her.
Everybody goes.
Do a little bit of highlighting on top of this. It's going to be
All right, but where? On the top of the ridge?
Yeah, we were very, very excited. There you go. And I kind of blend it with it.
Oh, your lashes look amazing. You got those
Thank
on so quick.
I love these lashes so much. Sister Pearl gave them to me when I was a postulant, and I love them.
I miss Pearl. I wish her ass would come back out.
I think I'm good.
I think you're very good.
You look beautiful.
Beautiful.
Normally, I would load it with glitter, but I think since I'm just sitting around the house,
Yeah.
Yo, I don't feel like cleaning up that much glitter.
Right.
That's the same thing I said. I was like, I'm covered with glitter. I'm not doing glitter. Y'all can't see me that close.
So Annie, explain to us how you just put those on.
so lashes. Where's my adhesive? I have my little bottle of little eyelash adhesive.
Uh-huh.
On the strip, you just put a teeny fine little line and let them dry for like 20 seconds. You don't want to put it on when it's wet. And then once they're kind of tacky, you start on the inside corner, hold it in place, and just kind of work it all the way along the outside edge. And then I sort of hold it
And remember,
and tip them up a little
harder than
until they dry so that they stand up and not,
Up and out.
yeah, so they're not down in my eyes. Because then otherwise I spend my whole night with bug eyes because I can't see.
I've tried to put the glue almost on the top edge of it for that very reason.
Yeah.
Because you're almost, like you said, you're tilting them forward a little bit. So they're a little bit higher than your actual lashes. You can almost see a separation between the two.
Yeah.
They're so dark, you kind of take them in and blend. But that way, when
Yeah,
you-
I was gonna say I put a good layer of black eyeliner on first too, so you, if there's a gap, you can't see it.
Okay. Very nice. I feel like I should do more, but I'm a graffiti wall as it is. This is the
I
first
think
time
you
I've
look
done
good.
this. Thank you.
I like it.
I've at least done what I wanted.
I want them to bring the camera closer to Scott so I can see him up close.
I know you just have to sort of.
Oh, I can't see without
You
reading.
can't come up there.
I'm coming up there in 2 seconds. Now.
Making them feel beautiful.
I'm gonna start doing
There
like
you go.
Holly, and I'm gonna put lashes on my glasses.
So yeah, lashes is kind of where I drew the line. Where's your camera?
Fabulous.
Very nice.
I like the flowers too.
I know. I was going for something a little earthy.
I like that. That's what they were saying with the brown. That's actually kind of fabulous. I like that. So
I
not
think this is the better side. Oh. I don't even know which side I'm trying to push.
Oh, I know, it's reversed.
You always have a better side because, like, one side is easier to paint than the other.
This is the better looking side than this side, but
Yeah.
So would you recommend this experience to somebody else?
yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Well, tell them if you were to join, what would your name be?
Oh, if I were to join, I would be Juniper Bushwhacker.
That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
I don't know. We may see him in a meeting.
One day,
Cool.
college is trying, and so is having kids. So.
Well, it's life. It's life in general.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that whole finding the time, when you find the time to go do stuff. So
Indeed.
Well, right now you just join.
well, yeah, I would say now it's join and do it at home, but
So we're going to leave you in Sherry's capable hands.
okay.
And see if she, I don't think you need any more finishing out, though. She does.
No, I think she could.
As good as it gets.
Should I go get my brand new headpiece?
You're welcome to, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't go to the headpiece part. I didn't prepare that. But absolutely. Have you put it on yet?
Yes, and I blinged it out yesterday.
Well, as an official manifestation, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. Hang on. I still don't know what to do with the veil because I've never put that on it, but
Yeah.
you just
Hang on the book over there. We got you the book.
That's it. That's the first manifestation. Yay.
Scott, you even have a different posture when you're looking at yourself. You're kind of pulling back and
Did you say you're fully packing?
I did not, you dirty, dirty little woman thing.
That's exactly what he did.
Man, woman.
Thing.
ooh, headband here.
My pronouns are yes.
My pronouns are yes.
Yes.
All right. So
And hopefully everybody took that as a fucking joke, just to be real.
I don't think this thing's gonna fit the camera frame.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah,
So,
well. You did a oh, I love it. What's the leading edge? Is it the Mardi Gras beads?
It looks like to burst into an embryo. I mean,
you leave Juniper alone. Where'd you get that shirt?
it was in my
I
closet.
love that.
It's all fancy AB crystals.
Very nice. Cherry, do you see this?
How the hell it ended up in our closet? Yeah, actually.
That's very probably the same way you underwear.
Oh, and then I don't know how this thing works. So just tuck in there.
Actually, before you put the headpiece on, you'll take it, you'll find the center, you will pull it from the center over the nun bun so that it catches the circular part of the nun bun, the donut,
Okay.
and you're going to pull it really tight behind the back and safety pin it. And then once that is on, then you put your headpiece on underneath it.
Oh, over the top.
Yeah. But I love the pin, I love the logo.
On that line that I did. From the side.
Right. You see how the fabric is pulled over the bun itself?
What? You're saying there's someone.
Yeah, you need your bun tighter.
Hack with those Spartacus.
Now take the bottom of the fabric and pull it together. And that's how it stays tight.
But it's the first try.
No, you were fantastic. You really did.
That's better.
That is much better. Yay!
Yeah, if I were to.
Let's get an animatronic.
I'm all official now.
You are.
Oh my
Congratulations.
Hey!
You're not even looking.
Yay!
Love
I
that.
love Mrs. Bales. What the habits? Your habits?
The hat.
The ears.
We
I love
hope-
it. Reminiscent of the ears. That's why I love it.
Yeah. The homage to
Dating adventures.
I'll show you what piece of we're doing.
Yeah.
The new one is show it to you.
oh, you're pulling it tighter by putting a pin through it.
Well, I'm trying to get it so it sits straight.
That's something you just pull it. Just set it up and pull it from one side to the other until it sits right.
Yeah, how's that?
Wait, leave it off. Let me see the tip. Yeah, just pull it just a little bit
Which way?
from the back, like you have it. Look towards the center of your forehead, and then just kind of push the top down.
Persona that comes with it.
Right down?
Yourself.
All the outside edge.
Oh,
You can manipulate that fabric just a little bit.
And a lot of people use that for food.
You'll be able to even the two humps out.
Oh, okay.
We can see each other in person. We'll do it. I'd like to pen on it though.
They had, or actually go out or
So everybody okay to say goodbye?
I think so.
Cool. And if Cherry can do the honors, I'm not sure how to actually get out of this.
When you're done, you just close your computer. You're good.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Ooh, she's got a pretty.
I love it. What happened to my black? Okay.
They're all gone. You can shut it off.
and you said Tiffany was leaving it too. I said, I'd see it when she gets here. She's here too. Funny.
All right, kids.
They're gone. They're all gone.
I know. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Robert. Sorry, there were supposed to be sisters here that were going to read everything for us, but they've left us. So we will see you kids on another date. Thank you.
It'll be less than that.